Hello, how are you doing? Glad you're doing well. I'm okay. As sleepy as always. This is your first time here? Okay. Oh, thank you for dropping by. I'm Mayo, a cosplayer. I make vlogs occasionally. And this is my side quest. Streaming with, a VTube model. I do play games, but since it's still my morning, honestly, I just like to chit chat in the morning. Nerdy Jockey, hi! How are you doing today? Eh, eh. Oh, thank you! That makes me happy. Thank you for coming. I honestly another reason why I started streaming more often is that I would like to interact with, my Instagram followers in real time because it can be a bit difficult to reply to all the DMs. Ah, well, it is how it is. Hang in there, and I guess don't give them the attention they need. They're just trying to get your attention to piss you off. And I'm glad you're doing better. No, you're welcome. I mean, I experienced that a lot too on Instagram, so yeah, it grinds my gears, but you gotta put in mind at the end of the day that the more pissed off they're gonna see, the more satisfied they're gonna be. They kinda, get some adrenaline rush from seeing you react or pissed off. Oh, thank you. I'm okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, there you go. Giving some, holiday vibes. I'm okay. How are you doing, Baker? Enjoy, and no, it's okay. Thank you for dropping by, and yeah, good luck, and don't let the haters bother you. Take care, and until next time. Sorry, I was busy getting myself a drink, as you can see. Glad you do. No, I did not change my mic. It's just a kind of far. Is this okay? Please let me know. Should be okay now, right? Oh, wait, what time is it for you, if I may ask? Tekinabi. Yeah, it was just far. Oh, so you're somewhere in EU, I suppose? Well, have a good night, and good morning, and see you another time. Thank you for dropping by. Sweet dreams, rest well. Hello, Donovan. How are you doing today? Turkey. And then Donovan, I think, has the same time as you. It's either 4 or 3 a.m. But he's a night owl. Sleep well, Tekinabi. Until next time. How are you doing today, Donovan? Yeah, an hour difference between France and Turkey. Hola, how are you doing? Bye bye. Insomnia fears you, Donovan. Insomnia absolutely fears you. I'm okay, as sleepy as always, and you can see it's festive in here. Chugging my big cocoa. Technically it's coffee in real life, but cocoa will do. Today we're just chit-chatting because honestly I was reminded as to why I don't play Overwatch much. It's yeah, it drained my soul. I know, right? I wish I could change my outfit, but this model doesn't have like outfits I could buy for her. No, hell no, like I was drained so fast. And again, you gotta put in context, it's morning for me, so it's not really a game I would want to play in the morning. Also, I don't know, I can't chit chat with you guys as much, right? It's like I'm busy trying to survive and trying to make others survive as a support, which means, yeah, I can't focus that much on the chat. Well, it's that time of the year. Mind you, like, for me, it's just because, you know, there are a lot of things that are needed and I've been postponing it. So it is the time, you know, so I'm like, yeah. And yes, that's my sneeze. Yes, it was originally even bigger, but I made it a bit smaller. Thank you. Whenever somebody hears me sneeze, they're like, oh my god. Like, is that how you sneeze? And I'm like, yeah, that's how I sneeze, indeed. You wanna swim inside? Then I can make it even bigger. Hold on. On Twitch, it looks, you know, still like a cup, but on YouTube, it looks like a jacuzzi, yeah. Marshmallow cocoa jacuzzi. So, what are you up to this fine night? Tearing up? VR headset? What? uh, um, yeah, disassembling, not tearing up. Tearing up is like breaking it, like tearing something up, you know, like ripping it, breaking it. Like I was like, what? Why would you be looking for that? Like Donovan, are you into weird stuff? You know, like the kind of YouTube videos that grind your gears, like when they do something triggering, like breaking a phone, or you know, or like the food ones. The food ones piss me off the most though, because you don't mess with food. I hate those from the bottom of my heart, the food videos. Uh, right now, no, to be honest. Mainly because I'm kind of busy with the whole, you know, well, life, making content, cosplay, and stuff like that. So, not really. What was the last thing I watched? Hmm. The last thing I watched was one of the last things I watched was not an anime, but a series. What's again? The Great. Yeah, I finally watched The Great because I wanted to watch it for a long time. You know, the Great Queen of Russia. Oh, hey, you should check it out. It has, you know, nice actors like, I'm so bad at remembering names. Give me a second. Uh, the The only thing is that the first season is nice, the second season is peak, the third season is meh. Like the third season's first episode is nice, and then it goes downhill. It has Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult as the two main characters. It basically skyrocketed because you know it came out during COVID, so you know a lot of people watched it, and as it deserved. But yeah, the third season was like I think they should have ended it with two seasons. The first episode of the third season perhaps being the last, you know, like ending it there. Like just including it, you know, to the second season and it ends there. Yeah. Anime wise, the last, besides rewatching, because I do The Great Donovan. Hold on. The last anime besides rewatching stuff is Migi and Dali. I was not expecting much from it when I watched it. I was just curious about it because I saw a scene which made me intrigued to check it out. But honestly, it's a good show. It's actually a good anime. I do recommend it. It's only 12 episodes, no open ending, so you're good to go. Gets pretty fucking dark, but worth it. And yeah, I think that was it. Mainly watching a lot of true crime videos. And yeah. Same. Kind of sad to say though, you know, but yeah, same. It's always baffling. Did you guys hear what's his name? Give me a second. Rob Reiner and his wife died on the 14th, I think. Not died, they got killed in their home. They got stabbed. Yeah, I just saw the news like in the morning. But I think they still didn't catch who did it. Like, they don't know who did it because they were just found. Oh no, their son has been arrested. What? But like, it's still under study. Like, I think they don't know yet. But yeah. No, they're not sure. I think it's because their son was around, so you know, they arrested him for questioning or whatever. I don't know. It's still unclear. Yeah, I'm reading about it. It says like his son is responsible between, you know, parentheses, for the deaths of his parents. He was seen having an argument with his father at a holiday party Sunday. So I guess it's still, under check. I don't know. I do know them, yes. Devil May Cry is not new, so I do know that, and Lookism, I know it through the manhwa. Yeah, basically that. Some sources, like buy their sound directly. I don't know, but oh well. My back is so sore. There aren't much people today. Where's Joey? Maybe he said on his way or something. I did nothing. He reacted. My back is always sore. I have the body of a 80-year-old grandma. I get really sore, especially during winter. It's okay. Mommy, well, if it's 80 years old, that would make me grandma. Would make me granny, Tyriora. The appearance is slay, but what's under it is not very slay. It's a Japanese dude who comes and tells me that he's watching me while he's shitting. Well, first while beating his meat, then while he's shitting. Twice. He's like that Easter egg. He comes, he shits, he goes. Like you said. I think it was you who said that yesterday, or I don't know, one of the people around. Oh, how do you plan Christmas presents, by the way, Donovan? Like, do your family, like, kind of say what they want and you get it? Or, like, you randomly get some, presents that might be useful or, that are nice and could be of their liking? Best answer I've seen Amazon list. But how do you see their Amazon list? Or like prior to Christmas, you check it or something? Also, this the same. Yeah, I mean something that they actually want, or like something useful is nice in my opinion. Unless let's say they have a specific obsession, and you buy something they can add to their collection. But for me, like I wanted to try, actual Christmas. So I wanted to get a present for my husband, and I thought about his Amazon list, like you said, because I've seen it. But I was afraid that in the meantime, he might buy it. Imagine the disaster if he buys it. It's like double. I know it's useful, so I could use it too, but like still. So I had to tell him ahead, hey, by the way, I got you this. Just saying, please don't buy it. Like, so I wanted it, to be a secret, but yeah, it's a bit stressful when it's in their Amazon list that they might get it, because like you never know when they might get it. Harry Potter air fryer telescopes. Yeah, maybe I should suggest getting me an air fryer. Still don't have that. I mean, there is something I really want, technically, and expensive. We're speaking about a good $300, So, I kind of just want to save for it and get it for myself. Yeah, it's very common in Europe. Before I left Europe, I got one for my mom. I mean, it's very practical and healthier, than deep frying stuff, and gives a crunchy texture. Surprisingly, in Japan, they're not as common, like at least in person, because in Europe you could walk in any store and find it, right? You can walk in Auchan, I don't know, Action, wherever the hell, Aldi, and you can find it. But in Japan, it's not really very common for us. For us, it's more pressure cookers, electric pressure cookers you can find, and obviously rice cookers. So if you want it, it's better to order it online. Which you reminded me, I might as well think of ordering one. Yeah, I bought mine from, I don't know if it was from Auchan or like basically just in person at the time. I didn't order it online. I went, I checked one for her, I brought it, and I was like, there you go. Now enjoy air frying things. There are some that I've seen on Amazon here that are really cool. Like you can see the inside. Ah, that's so cool. I want one of those. And they're not really expensive, it's like a normal price. Yeah, maybe I should suggest getting one. Yeah, like the air fryer, you can see the inside, like the thing that you put in has, some glass. So you can see the inside, which is nice because you don't have to keep getting out that chicken to check if it's crispy enough or not. You can see it. Yeah. Kind of funny for us, like our house utensils are basically like shared property in a sense. Like let's say you got the rice cooker, I got the like oven, toaster oven. Here we have toaster ovens, which is like something we don't find in Europe, or if we do find it, it's gonna be expensive. Well, here it's pretty cheap. You can get one for 20 bucks. Like a reliable one. Then let's say you got the pressure cooker, I got the coffee machine, and so on. I believe in equality. Hello? Hello? Your name looks familiar. I know you're from Instagram, but ah! Oh my god, don't make me shy. I'm sorry, I'm bad with the names. Obviously I'm gonna get shy at you. I'm gonna get shy. Yeah, this is my side quest. I like chit-chatting with the people. Thank you. I have a weak spot for, Gigansi, insert Lele. I'm okay. How about you? How are you? A night owl, as I see. Not Donovan is also a night owl. You guys are on the same time zone. Being an idol, eh? It's worth it, isn't it? When you get the sweet cash. Like, my literally well-deserved pay. No, I was not born in Europe, but I lived there. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, the sweet money. Beggar, I lived in France, Norway, and Portugal. Portugal is my favorite. That's why I know that in France you can go to a supermarket and find an air fryer. Are you okay with your job, Chris? Like, are you handling it well and all? I hope your mental state is better. Yeah. Only at heart. I'm Portuguese just at heart. No, I'm actually Portuguese. Not just at heart. I'm not gonna do Portuguese fishing. Oh. I hope your new job is better. Yes, please do. You don't have to worry about accommodation. I'm gonna kidnap you. I mean, let you stay over. No, I'm not Japanese. It's an Easter egg. I mean, that's the least I can do. You housed me until 3 a.m. or was it 4 a.m.? That was so fun. Goofing around until 4 a.m. and then taking an Uber or a taxi or whatever it was to the airport. Of course I do. And I sometimes see the pictures too, like popping in my, Google Photos, and I'm like, oh. That and the boba with the JoJo drawings, and we were so hyped. And you drawing me. I remember it all. Hmm? No. Yeah, nostalgia and missing you times. And oh my god, not the last time we met, because the last time we met you gave me pink shoes. But when we met everybody and we were drinking the boba and I got sick of the boba and I had to look for medicine. That was so embarrassing. Yeah, we were vibing that day. Yeah, it's so weird that it's been a long time, like... and it feels like a sin, like a crime that I haven't visited since then, but blame it on my peasant passport and on my broke situation. Good times, yeah, good times. And the time at the museum was pretty nice too, actually. I really enjoyed that. We were checking fine art. Honestly, everybody, everywhere, and everybody actually is a mess right now, so... But I want the good Tura air, I need the azeit. Not saying that, don't visit me, but I'm saying both, visit me, and I also need, my two gatos. Pump the good azeit. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I like everything from there, so anything is welcome. Anything makes me happy. Anything that reminds me of Tuga would make me happy. How do you feel about pastel de nata being called, egg tart and modified, in Korea and Japan? They don't even know that it's actually pastel de nata and that it's not just an egg tart. Thank you. By the time you will drop by, I might tell you, a few small items, if you don't mind, that I actually can only find there. Because, for example, I do miss things from Lidl. Lidl, my beloved. Top 10 reasons to not live in Japan is that there is no Lidl here. Hello! I know you won't say anything else, but nice to see you in the chat. This person only says the ethereal duck. Yeah, I miss my trips to Lidl so much. The good garlic bread they serve is so good. And everything there is so good. And The wavy potatoes, potato chips, I love those. Those are my favorites. How was me at my old place? Back in Portugal, I mean, Chris was there when you came to visit me in Bompajal, and the Lidl was just down, you know. And you were vibing so much with the three cats, with Darinha, Suri, and Xavier. You were in heaven. Yes, they're still okay, by the way, just to let you know. They live in Algarve now, though, not in Bombajal. And Darinha is such an attention fucking pussy. Hmm? I haven't been to much places in Porto, but sure, I'd love to. I'm no, I have not been there. No. I would love to. Yay! Fingers crossed for me to become a rich mommy so I can travel peacefully. It's like, I just want to go visit my homies, you know? Yeah, our currency is dead too, so that does not help. Like if you want to save, you know, to go abroad. You got basically paid, you know, below minimum wage, basically, in Europe. Like, it's crazy. Hopefully. That is all I can say, hopefully. And for us too, with the new, like, minister. Lady is going, you know, a little bit harsh. It's like, girly, can you please chill out a little bit? Like, you're our first women prime minister, and you're. At this point, I'm like, is he trying to show off? Because, like, the whole thing's about, you know, foreigners. Well, foreigners are only, like, what, 3% or whatever of the population? Everything is to blame for foreigners. Well, recent studies, for example, have shown that, for example, unpaid hospital bills are like mostly from Japanese people and not, obviously foreigners. Because most foreigners are not crazy to like not pay something or whatever, because you can literally get, kicked out of the country. Yeah, everybody is like anti-immigrants, while like most people who go legally and all are highly skilled people. Hello, Sebastian. No, and France, as Donovan knows, like the anti-immigrant thingy is, yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, blame the rich people, not us. What did they do? Hi, Joey, how are you? Like, your regular people are working, paying their taxes, like trying to add to the economy while trying to survive, and then like you blame them. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing okay. Do you want a bit? Do you want a sip of my drink? This isn't it a thing for a lot of rich people to not pay taxes? Which I find so funny. Like, not only do you guys have a filthy amount of money, but you also do like tax evasion. Like, most of the time they don't, know it until like a certain point or whatever. They're like, oh, avoiding, taxes. Yeah, like the irony. While your minimum wage or below minimum wage paid person pays their taxes. No, they have a filthy amount of money, and on top of that, don't pay taxes to have even more money. Yeah. How did what I say result in that conclusion, if I may say? Also, women, please, not girl. French women. Girl is a little girl. Also, why are you assuming that French women are rich? Like, besides some, most people are below minimum wage, as I said. You probably could find a sugar mama where you live, if anything, more than France. But speaking of that, actually, about Donovan and the others, have you heard about that French woman? Like, I don't know if she's a billionaire or millionaire or whatever, but filthy rich. And, and she got scammed by somebody pretending to be Brad Pitt in the most like unrealistic AI generated photos. Yes. Like, homegirl divorced her husband and was convinced that you don't know about that case. So she was divorcing her filthy rich husband, but she's still, filthy rich. And some people from South Africa were scamming her, chatting with her as if they're Brad Pitt, generating, pictures to make her think they're Brad Pitt. Yes, like Donovan wrote. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Joey. See you next time. Take care. And yeah, like they made the most uncanny, unrealistic looking photos of Brad Pitt in the hospital. Like it looks so fake. I have no words. And Homegirl, like took it for granted and sent money. And at the same time, like Brad Pitt was on television with like some co-stars, and she got jealous. And there were rumors that he's dating that woman, and he was like, "No, I'm not dating her. Just for the media, it's not true," and all of that. And he never called her, obviously, nothing. And Homegirl believed it all. Again, believed that Brad Pitt asked for money. Can you imagine Brad Pitt asking you for money and you don't have any, grain of doubt about the legitimacy of this? But yes, that is the story of a French woman who got scammed out of that much money for an AI-generated Brad Pitt. It looks like Jessica. Like, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Don't. Let me try to see. I'm gonna save the picture and I'm gonna wait. We're gonna just this. Yeah, just, like, hold up a second. Where is it? Well, actually, hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Let me come back here and we're speaking about these photos. Please tell me, how do you look at this and you think this is real? Especially this picture. This one. How does that look real to you? Yeah, like she wasted her fortune, well, a portion of it, to fund Brad Pitt as he was in the hospital. Oh yeah, you're on Twitch. The left one, the one where he has like the machine thingy, like, look at that. Look at how bad that looks. How do you think that is real? How? Like, I have not seen a faker looking picture in my life. Yeah, see you next time. Yes, I'm on Twitch too. It's to your Please do. I'm trying to reach the goal thingy of I don't know, you need like 50 or whatever, so you can make the stickers and all of that stuff. I'm gonna make the stickers. And yeah, enjoy your gaming, and I will see you next time. I was very happy to talk to you and be nostalgic with you. Yeah. Let me look for something to slap there. Oh, honey, please. Well, you keep changing it. Yay, thank you. Bye-bye. I was about to poop too. Well, always happy to see you. How are you doing today? Please stay longer on the lives. I want to discuss, things with you. Not really. It's more a commercial holiday, if anything. But it's not, as big as EU, I would say. It's not, no, it's not the same thing. Yes, that is absolutely the real threat. Absolutely. Why is it like that? Jesus Christ. Because I want to share with you guys. Yeah, I was playing Overwatch with my friend yesterday, and I play fighting games. I kind of want to revisit older Tomb Raider games, like Angel of Darkness and all, and to suffer, because when I'm playing a story-based game, I want to enjoy it. Like, I gotta focus. Hold on. No, it's okay. It's like me spilling the tea, but I just added the tea itself because we're spilling tea. Merry Christmas? Oh, it's okay. What's the biggest holiday in Japan? Maybe... Are you still here, honeybees? Or... I don't know how to call you actually. Could you change your name? Run, honeybee? Maybe you could tell us what's the biggest holiday in Japan? If I think about it, I actually don't know. It's Golden Week, I suppose. Golden Week is during the summer, like around May, because everybody is on holiday, like almost everybody is on holiday during that time, and they take the opportunity, to rest. Oh, thank you. And I guess the end of the year, but it's also pretty different. I'll get out of here. And Christmas, like, you know how in EU and in the US it's a family-based celebration. Here it's more like well, some say couples. It's more like a type of Valentine's Day, but I beg to differ to certain degrees. I feel like perhaps at some point in time that was a case, but right now, you know, not all couples celebrate it that way, you know, like, but it's a big commercial thing because, you know, there is KFC, like a Christmas edition KFC, and people be lining for that. And also like convenies make their own like Christmas chicken or whatever, which you also have to reserve, and Christmas cakes if you want. So, but yeah, that's basically it. But decoration wise, you're not gonna see like, you know, Europe or the US and the markets. Like in those countries, like you see like Christmas markets even in small towns. Here it's only in very specific areas and all, so it's really not the same vibe. Yeah, Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year changes. It's because it's a lunar New Year. It changes according to the moon. So it doesn't have a fixed date. Of course, it takes a long time to change, but yeah, it does not have a fixed date. This year is gonna be the 28th of January. Yeah, it changes. That I actually wanted to share this. The one time I was talking about the dude, like speaking about my jawline, like he's like, why are you trying to hide that? And all, as much as he's trying to hide it, we can see it. I think bro sees my jawline like the Chad. That's me in real life, guys. All a lie. You see that girl online? No, that's not me. Yeah. Sadly, I can't. I don't have, you know, hand tracking. I can't move the model's hands to do the, you know, jawline thingy. But I can, you know, show, look at that jawline. Nah, I kept it to your house because I already, you know, have the marionetta. And, you know, I try to at least keep the handle the same. Your jaw. Oops. My bad. Wrong tab. No, I've never lived in the US, just EU, Japan, and Africa. Yeah. When you think about it, yeah. That's already a lot in there. I feel like I've been like stuck ever since I came to Japan, to be honest. Because I basically haven't traveled since then. It depends from person to person. If anything, some people might find them cold. People do exaggerate the nice Japanese and morals and all of that. Sometimes, like, they mind their own business to degrees that can feel a bit cold, you know? Yes, I don't. Even more now, actually, with all the new policies and the economic crisis. If you want to get stuck here, sure. But even then, yeah, I don't. But yeah, people exaggerate how nice they are. There's a lot of unspoken things because, you know, instead of telling you in your face, I don't like this or I don't want to, they're gonna say it the subtle way, which you won't understand. So that is pretty annoying, but yeah, they mind their own business to degrees that can be cold. There are people, you know, who pass out, let's say, and usually people would go to help, right? But a lot of the time they just let them be, which, you know, it's like the person literally could die there. What the hell? Yeah. I saw a picture recently of like a compilation of those, and in one of them there was a guy peeing on a drunk guy. That's evil. That's like peak evil. Poor guy is sleeping and he's gonna wake up smelling like piss and being like, what the hell happened? I don't know either, to be honest, and I never understood the charm of getting drunk outside while you can get your drink home and get hammered at home, you know, if you want to get drunk. Because at least you wake up in your couch comfortably, not with, you know, your back dying from the floor. And the embarrassment too, because people take pictures and post them, which I found really ironic, since in Japan, you know, like privacy is a big thing, and taking, you know, pictures of others or even in videos, like sometimes people get shit for, you know, showing the faces of others, even if, you know, they're not the point, like the main center, but then you have the drunk people's pictures being posted online. Neither, Donovan, neither. No, they just get drunk outside. Those are people who got drunk outside, like drinking in front of convenience store or something like that. And yes, there are people who do drink after work and get hammered, but that's a whole other thing too. Honestly, they don't have to drink that much, so it's completely on them for getting hammered. Declining a drink might be rude, but you can, drink a little bit and not, get completely hammered. What do you define as traditional? A lot of every time says like women in their countries are not traditional, because I've heard this from people in the US, in the UK, in France, everywhere. Just saying, it's probably the same here. They're not traditional. Like, there are the few exceptions, but no, the answer would probably be no. If anything, I guess I would be considered more traditional than typical Japanese woman, so. I think that should be your least thing to worry about here, because how do I say this? Different cultures, different countries equal different cultures, different, standards. And in Japan, the culture is pretty different. So what you would define as traditional over there might not be, traditional over here and all, because, people have their different worries. So to me, I think if you're looking for a woman who doesn't see men as the worst, you can find one no matter the location. It just depends on the person. They still exist. You just didn't type this. Oh, actually, you do have a Japanese person, so they could answer you if they want. Are Japanese women traditional? But their traditional is basically, do they see men as the worst thing ever? That really isn't what I would call traditional, because traditional values is very different from your description. Yeah, when you tell me traditional person, I would expect, somebody who's very family oriented and like, wouldn't mind being a housewife and so on. No, see, you got that response about you want to beat your wife, because people usually mean housewife and obedient wife when they say traditional. Just saying. So maybe don't say traditional and just say a woman that doesn't see, men as the worst thing. That is at least my opinion, and it seems to be a shared opinion too. Because when you say you want a traditional wife, most people are gonna assume that you want a very submissive wife, and you're gonna end up, being insulted rather than, um, see, you immediately got those responses. Uh, ひどいじゃん。まあ、確かに。なんかこんな考え方はちょっと変でしょ。あと、なんかアメリカにこういう女性ないから、日本人の、奥さん欲しいって。あー、not just in the US, you also have not been in Europe where a lot of women are woke, if I may say. アメリカや Oui, la façon dont il parle est un peu bizarre, faut dire, parce que la culture de pas aimer les mecs, c'est pas exclusif à l'Amérique, mais par exemple en Europe, on a beaucoup de femmes qui sont féministes. Et on déteste pas les hommes exclusivement, mais si c'est je sais pas, un bâtard, on va le détester. Bah oui. Même en ligne, tu vois que je déteste pas tous les hommes. Je dis pas. Genre, j'avais deux vidéos où les hommes étaient genre des anges et une autre où ils étaient vraiment. Comment dire? Pas trouvé le mot, mais. Mais bon, t'as vu les vidéos. Genre, j'avais deux vidéos. Une où ils étaient des anges et une où c'est vraiment diabolique. Genre. Il disait que t'es merde. Mais en Amérique aussi, il y a beaucoup de dames traditionnelles, à ce que je sache. Genre, ça dépend de la région, non? As far as I know, also it depends. In America, there are some traditional women, and by traditional, I don't mean that, um, like, submissive, but like they, have a more, family oriented like background. That to me is traditional and not, I'm at a loss of words. まったくよ。何言ってんの？ No, because for example, I am a traditional person. Like, I am still very family oriented and whatever the fuck. But like, I do not accept that a man would treat me, like shit. And I will see a man as, trash if he acts like trash and if he talks to me in a trash way and if he treats me below him. That doesn't make me not traditional. That just makes me illogical about it. I don't hate all men, but there are some men that are complete trash. And that is, something we all agree on, even you as men. Well, thank you. Thank you for always watching me when you have, the natural urges. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it was conflicting signals and quite a confusing question because, as I said, traditional values is not the same as, that request is kind of different. So and also expecting Asian women to be more traditional is very outdated, as if an Asian woman saw that, they would get angry. Because, thanks to social media and corn, Asian women do struggle with, the whole submissive thingy, so. Subway Surfer? Can you even play that on computer? Let me clips on Fortnite Asian guy build what? Ah merci. And honestly, as they should be, but again, Asian women have a very different background. The industries are very different, here too. Because for example, the kawakura is not something you would really find that much abroad. Well, you can find here that the jobs are very different in Japan too. So some jobs might not be considered, I guess traditional or acceptable or whatever. The red light district in Tokyo. Il est parti le mec. I go with money and then come out with nothing. Genre, je sais pas ce qu'il voulait exactement comme réponse parce que. De un, dire que. Ben, je parlais juste logiquement, non? Parce que de logique, par exemple, je suis une femme traditionnelle, mais j'ai une cervelle, non? Bruh, don't say that. Don't say that, honey. Not gonna lie, yeah, that's pretty messed up. You know the scary thing? Let me give you some nightmare fuel. Let's say a woman is pregnant and her husband unfortunately cheated on her. And let's say the person he cheated with has, a sexually transmitted disease. And he then does it with his wife. The baby might end up with that disease, like as it's born. That's why there are some individuals who have, sexually transmitted illnesses, even though they never, did anything with anybody, or like, yeah, that's really tragic. Yep. Mamusume. Yeah, it's pretty unfair. Like, I did not know that. But yeah, that's another reason to be careful. And like, preferably, get tested and use protection, all that shit. And I remember at some point I watched like a mini drama where like the girl got sick and shit like that, and it was basically, none of them cheated. It's not that. It's that, it was unfortunately there for her. Bro, why? Please don't be evil. I mean, the people who deserve that are obviously criminals and predators and all. They can get, fucked up all they want. Fuck those people. Why does this music remind me of SpongeBob? No, don't say that. The babies did nothing. So go follow me on Twitch. If you use Twitch. I'm trying to hit the number, so I can make custom stickers and shit. And I haven't seen you on Instagram. No, it's pretty chill. My Twitch is pretty chill. I'm gonna write it for you. My Instagram is... Yes, and also so I could get, some bits. Your whole lunar here. That's my Instagram. And my Twitch is Tier or Ha, like my YouTube. Keep them, yes, keep them until I reach the goal. Although I suppose I lost a follower because of being honest. I wasn't even brutally honest. That's the thing. You know me when I'm brutally honest. I can't be worse. Yeah, it is what it is. It to be like that. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna go have lunch and then I have some errands to take care of, so yeah. And it was fun chit-chatting with you guys as usual, and well, good night for you / good morning, Donovan. Yes, I'm Marionetta. It's a joke. But yeah, Marionetta with the 2B pinned pictures and the Bayonetta profile picture. That is indeed me. Oh, il est encore là. Well, see you all next time. Take care, and yeah, until next time. ハニービー、またね。バイバイ。Tschüss, adios.